Okay, a very good morning, children. Children, in the previous class we completed different problems on compound interest. Okay, so the concept of compound interest, the three different formulae, how to calculate compound interest, the formula I discussed. Then I discussed different problems to make you clear how to apply those formulae in finding compound interest. Okay. Now the last part of this chapter is your growth and depreciation. Let us discuss what is growth and what is depreciation. Okay, children, you know what is growth. Let us first discuss the population of a country, the population of a town, the population of a city. It increases or not? It increases over a particular period of time. Okay, and this increase in population, you see, our height, the height of human being, it is also changing or increasing. Okay, height. Then your weight, our weight is also what? Changing, it is increasing over a particular time period. So whether it is height or weight or the population of a city, we say that it increases. Okay, it increases over a particular time period. Now that relative increase is nothing but your growth. Okay, that relative increase of a quantity is nothing but the growth. Okay, I think you understood the meaning of growth. It is the relative increase of any quantity like height, weight, population, etc. Okay, then what is rate of growth? Rate of growth means growth per unit time. Per unit time means maybe per 1 year. Unit time, you see, maybe 1 year, 1 month, 1 day, etc. Generally it is taken as 1 year, population in 1 year. Okay, so that is rate of growth. That is growth per unit time. Now children, in this growth and then what about depreciation? Okay, then I will tell you the formula. Depreciation. What is meant by depreciation? Suppose you see, you purchased a machinery, suppose like fridge or TV, whatever. You know, any machinery item, it is subject to wear and tear. It is subject to what? Wear and tear. That means its value will decrease after certain time period. Suppose a building, suppose you purchased a flat for say 10 lakh rupees. If you sell it after say 20 years or 15 years, do you think that you will get the same value? To whom will you sell the flat? He or she will give you the same amount? No, definitely the amount will decrease. That means, suppose you purchased a what? Suppose you purchased a refrigerator for 10,000 rupees and after 5 years you want to sell it. Do you think that you will get the same amount 10,000 from whom you will sell? No, its value will certainly decrease. Okay, so why it will decrease? Because it is those items, those objects, they are subject to wear and tear. They are subject to wear and tear. So those objects which are subject to what? Wear and tear, its value decreases. Depreciate means decreases. Growth means increase. Depreciate means decrease. Okay. Now, so relative, what I said, relative increase is growth and relative decrease will be what? Your depreciation. Okay. Now we will discuss how to find what will be the growth of population after n years. Suppose you see, now we will discuss four formula. Let us see the first formula. Suppose the population of a city in a given time period is at present. Population of a city at present is P. Let you see. If population of a city, we are now discussing the formula for growth, then I will discuss about depreciation. If population of a suppose town at present is P. Okay, suppose P is the present population of a city or a town or a country, whatever. Okay, then and it increases at a constant rate or uniform rate. Its growth increases at a constant rate or uniform rate. So if population is P and rate of growth is uniform. I said what is rate of growth? Rate of growth means what? Growth per unit time. That is called rate of growth, which is generally expressed as a percentage. Rate percent, like in simple interest, compound interest, percent. Okay, rate percent. Rate is always expressed as a percent. Similarly, rate of growth or rate of depreciation will definitely be expressed as a percentage only. Okay. So, if rate of growth is uniform Uniform means constant. Say R% per annum. R% per annum. Try to understand. The population of a town at present is P. This is the present population. And suppose the rate of growth is uniform or constant. Say R% per annum. Then what will be the population? What will be the population of the town after n years? Then population after n years. Population after n years. You see children, n years. N means it may be 2, it may be 3, it may carry any value, it may take any value. After n years, what will be the population of the town if the present population is P and the rate of growth is uniform, say at R% per annum. So what will be the present what will be the total population? Then population after n years. It will be given by the same formula for amount P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power n. You see, this was the formula to calculate amount after n years. You see, this was the formula to calculate amount in compound interest after n years. And the same formula you will apply to find the population, total population after n years if the rate of growth is uniform. And that is at R% per annum. Okay. Now you can ask me, sir, suppose the rate of growth is not uniform. If the rate of growth is not uniform or constant, what does it mean? In the first year, suppose the growth rate is R1%. That means say 5%. The population grows, you see, the growth in population is 5% in the first year, 8% in the second year, 10% in the third year, like this. That means here the rate of growth is not uniform or constant. Okay, it is changing every year. Now what happens? If the rate of growth changes every year or it is not uniform or constant, then how to calculate the total population after n years? Okay, so that is the second formula. Now if you see, if rate of growth is not uniform, you see, is not uniform. What does it mean? It is not uniform means that is, suppose R1% in the first year, R1% in first year, R2% in second year, like this. Okay, R1% in first year, R2% in second year, R3% in third year, rate of growth. Okay, rate of growth is non-uniform. Okay, if it is not uniform, R1% in first year, R2% in second year, R3% in third year. Like this, if it continues, if the growth rate continues in this manner, then what will be the total population of the town or city or the country after n years? How to find out? Then, how to get the population? Then population after n years. You see, population after n years. What will be the formula? It will be A equal to P into C. 1 plus R1 by 100 into 1 plus R2 by 100 into 1 plus R3 by 100, like this. You see, P into 1 plus R1 by 100, 1 into 1 plus R2 by 100 into 1 plus R3 by 100, like this, up to 1 plus Rn by 100. Okay, so this will be the formula to find the amount, population after n years if the rate of growth is not uniform or constant. Okay, now you can say, suppose the population, you see, decreases. This is the case where the population increases. It may so happen that the population also decreases. Suppose the population decreases at a uniform rate. You see, if the population decreases at a uniform rate, say R% per annum, if population of a town decreases, if population say decreases uniformly. Uniformly means at the same rate. Uniformly say at R% per annum. Okay, if population decreases uniformly, that is at the same rate, say at R% per annum, then what will be the population after n years? Then population after n years, you see, population after n years, how to calculate? We will discuss problem also children later. After n years, what will be the formula? Just in place of the first one, 1 plus r by 100, here it will be 1 minus r by 100 whole to the power n. You see. This will be the formula to find the population after n years if it decreases uniformly or at the same rate, say r% per annum. Okay. So these are the three formulae on growth, population growth. Okay. Now we will discuss some formula on depreciation. As I told you, there are some articles, suppose building, flat, some machinery items. Okay. The value of a machine, the value of a building, all these objects or machinery things, they are subject to wear and tear, and hence their value will decrease after certain period of time. Okay, what is the value at present? Present value will not remain same after 3 to 4 years or after some years. Why? Because these objects or these articles are subject to wear and tear. So in that case, the value will decrease. So that relative decrease in the value of an article is known as your depreciation. Relative decrease in value of an article or object is called depreciation. And what is rate of depreciation? As I told you, what is rate? Depreciation rate. Rate of depreciation means it is depreciation per unit time. It is usually expressed as a percentage. Now suppose the depreciation, I mean the value of an article depreciates at a particular rate, say r% per annum. See, if P equal to present value, see, if P equal to present value of an article, present value of an article, maybe building, maybe plant, whatever. If P equal to present value of an article and its value depreciates, suppose its value depreciates uniformly at say r% per annum. So try to understand, children. P is the present value of the machine or plant or building, whatever. Okay. So suppose the value of the machine, it will decrease, depreciate. It will go on decreasing at uniformly at the same rate. And what is the rate? Say r% per annum. Then what will be the value of that article, okay, or object after n years? Then after depreciation, what will be the value? Its value will certainly reduce or become less. So what will be the value of the article after n years? Then value after n years is what? It will be, the formula is A equal to P into 1 minus R by 100, you see, whole to the power n. See, children. So what is P? P is the present value. And what is R? R is your rate at which it is depreciating or decreasing. The value is depreciating. Okay. And n is the time period, given time period. Okay. So you will find the value of the article after n years using this formula. If the value of the article depreciates uniformly at a rate of r%, say r% per annum. So these are four formulae on growth and depreciation. Children, I hope you understood what is growth, what is depreciation, rate of growth, rate of depreciation, and what are the different formulae you will use. Okay. So these are the things. With this we completed the chapter, and in the next class I will discuss some problems on, already I have discussed 4 problems on your what? Your compound interest, finding compound interest and amount. We will discuss few 1-2 problems at least from growth and depreciation, so that you will understand the thing better and you will be able to solve any kind of problem based on compound interest, growth and depreciation. Okay. I hope you understood, children. Thank you.